Silicon Valley nominated.
Thanks, I'm Zach.
Yeah, it's very nice to meet you. My name is Craig.
Hi, I'm Kumail.
I know I saw your stand-up. You did stand-up here for the LA Film Festival.
Oh, yes, I did.
Stand up at the Nokia
Not
Theater?
the big room.
He did it in the Grammy Museum Theater.
It was it was small. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, that was really great to see. You know, we Silicon Valley are like really. I mean, it seems like it's part of like a great trend of the past 10 years where the geeks are shown. Yeah, multi-dimension. You have everything from Freaks and Geeks to Big Bang Theory to now Silicon Valley. But your geeks are like cool to begin with. Like, was it the writing process really easy in the beginning to get everybody down and take a direction that way?
I think, there's sort of, our characters sort of evolved as it went a little bit, right? Did you say we were cool from the beginning?
Absolutely. You were like...
Only time that's ever been said about any of us.
I think it was the black turtleneck.
Yeah, right. I talked to one of the writers, Carson Mell, on the show, and he said that it's like for us, by us. It's like the nerd FUBU, where it's like it's written by people who are nerdy about people who are nerdy, so it has the affection of... the writing is affectionate towards nerds as opposed to like, look at these grotesque monsters.
Yeah, we're not making fun of them. We are them.
Yeah.
And we saw all the characters. They're all living in a house together, living and working in this house. Are there going to be like separate settings and kind of moving on their separate ways and like little satellite contingencies of like friends?
It's shrinking. We're going to actually have less and less locations until everything takes place in the side of one room.
Yeah,
it's just going to be a shrinking.
Yeah, it's the bathroom season. That's going to be season 4. We're all in the bathroom.
And there'll be like the shower season.
Yeah, just getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
I do think they're adding more locations this time. That's what I heard.
You know, you have like so many great like performance comedians on the show. You have TJ Miller, and you guys are really great. Are you wanting to bring in more comedians that you personally really like to at least come in for a bit part?
No, less.
Yes. I'm suspicious of newcomers.
Yeah.
Lock the gates.
Yeah, lock the gates. We got in. Nobody else gets in.
And do you have any guest directors coming up for season 2 that really know the style of comedy, that really have worked with Mike Judge before?
Guest directors.
I think actually that Mike and Alec, the showrunners, from what I hear, are going to direct all of them instead of getting any people to come in. I believe that's the plan. I don't know.
I heard a rumor that the ghost of Charlie Chaplin's going to direct the season finale, but I don't know if that's true or not.
There's going to be no dialogue.
Somebody with a tiny mustache is coming in. We know that. It might be an old Italian woman. We don't know. So you have Mike Judge that has a great body of work. What was the first thing you saw of Mike Judge's that you really liked?
I think Office Space. Or Beavis and Butthead, I guess, was the first thing.
Yeah, Beavis and Butthead was the first thing, and I loved it from the beginning, yeah.
He's kind of like an interesting guy because he doesn't give you too much when you talk to him in a setting like this. What's something about working with him, that a little idiosyncrasy about him that you kind of say, all right, I get it now, he's like this. What's like just a little thing that he does at work, how he approaches the material or the workday?
He gets real physical if you're not giving him what he wants. He'll get real in your face and he'll say, "You're my slave, and you have to deliver now, or you're ashes in this town." He'll say that kind of thing. But aside from that, he's very. No, I don't know. He's like that in real life too. He's like very easygoing, soft-spoken, sweet guy.
The only thing that's weird is that when he gets loud, he sounds like Butthead.
That's true.
He'd be in the other room giving us notes, and it was like getting notes from Butthead, which is great.
Where was that film, that scene where you're trapped in the car and the car goes on a big freighter and you wind up? Where was that water scene actually at?
Well, some of it was.
Is that San Pedro?
Yes, yeah. It was shot near, like on loading docks in San Pedro, where there were these giant cranes. It was like a little boy's dream with these trucks and forklifts and everything, and I got childishly excited about it all.
And last question for you. You lost one of your cast members early on in season 1. Are there any new characters that we can see coming in season 2? I know we talked about comedians. You don't want anything to do with any comedians coming in, but is there any female characters maybe coming in? These guys need women.
Well, I heard in that Twitter Q&A we did, they said that there's a couple more female characters coming in. So, yeah.
Garfunkel and Oates.
Yeah, let's get them. I think one's an older female character and then one's RA, from what I understand. But again, we haven't started shooting yet. But that's what they said at the Q&A. So.
And the last quick question for you, if each one of you can answer, one of your favorite Robin Williams movies.
Oh man. I loved Good Will Hunting. It's a boring answer, but Good Morning Vietnam is probably my favorite.
Yeah. Those are great. I think Mrs. Doubtfire is so funny. I laugh every time I watch it. That and Birdcage, so.
I love the Birdcage. That's a great one. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.